It's time for the summer break, but Ezgi Tas, a microbiology student from Istanbul, isn't heading to the beach. She's on her way to a political meeting. Her route takes her across Taksim Square. In the past few weeks, she was confronted by water cannon and pepper spray here. But the 21-year-old doesn't fear the hundreds of police who still fill the square and the neighbouring Gezi Park. Ezgi isn't bitter. She says the struggle for democracy is about more than just the park.
It's about restrictions on the sale of alcohol, the government's campaign against abortion and women's rights, and the introduction of tuition fees for students. And also that Turkey should keep out of the war in Syria.
Ezgi and her friends are working together to help students who were arrested and mistreated during the protests. They're searching for video evidence online and have organised free legal aid. Young people like them aren't interested in the beliefs and various political movements of the older generation. They want to take part in politics but remain independent.
People understand that democracy is more than just elections, parliaments, and political parties. There's a democracy from below. That's what we want to practice.
We're not the new Turkish people, but a new youth washing over the country like a wave. I'm certain that even more people will join this movement in the near future.
Ezgi is always looking for people to discuss the democracy movement with, whether it's the older generation or even opponents and skeptics. This pensioner tells her to go on protesting, but without resorting to violence. He says he's seen enough of that in his lifetime. Sociologists are already referring to the demonstrators as Generation Gezi. They grew up under Prime Minister Erdogan's government and have profited from the economic liberalization of the country.
They are more urban compared to their parents. And second characteristic, they have been brought up in a less authoritarian families.
Ufuk Koçkun wasn't interested in politics until a few weeks ago when the police started their brutal crackdown on the protests in Taksim Square. Then the German-raised engineer decided to put his expertise into practice. He started to film the demonstrations from above, using small drone aircraft. One of his drones was shot down with rubber bullets by security forces.
You can document everything. You can see what was happening, where the protest was, what the protesters did. That was the idea. I didn't want to harm anyone. It was just for my own archives. I never thought the police would act like that and shoot them down.
Now he films the opposition forums. Every evening, thousands of locals meet in parks across the city with the motto, "Every park is Gezi Park." Festivities are combined with political discussions. One issue at hand is whether they should form a new political party. Ezgi is in the crowd. She doesn't think a new party would be a good idea.
We should keep trying to convince other groups in society, such as religious people, and to deconstruct the mutual prejudices we have. The overriding goal has to remain bringing down the Erdogan government.
Then Ezgi rejoins the forum. She doesn't want to miss anything in this vital phase for her country.